Hey everybody, it is I, Super Paul Games, and welcome back to Lads in Distress. Our lovely heroine, Princess Charming, is here at the ball, where the family's basically trying to marry her off, so we gotta find out who this new suitor is. The first man to get to me bows silently and reaches out his hand. I take it, and a few of the other bachelors sigh in disappointment. Sigh with me now. The orchestra begins to play the next piece, and I look at him with a grin. I'm just imagining now if you're one of the guys in the orchestra, like you probably worked hard all your life, this is your big gig because you're just trying to make money to support your family, and you see how all these rich people live that are just like, what am I going to do today? Who do I marry? Or you're thinking, oh, my boy little Timmy, if we don't get him some food, he's gonna die. That's shitty. Let's dance, I guess, or something, shall we? We swirl into each other's arms, our faces getting dangerously close for the briefest of seconds. Dangerous as in you might kiss or you might hit and your heads would explode. I hope his head explodes in me. Oh, you're naughty, girl. A minute passes and another, with us simply dancing in silence. I would suspect this mysteriously quiet prince has no interest in me, if not for the fact that he has approached me instantly. His eyes have stayed devotedly on my face the entire time. Well, he's a gentleman, right? I'd be looking at your boobs. Maybe he's just shy and finds it difficult to start conversations. I'm that way. Deciding to help him out, I open my mouth to speak. I don't believe we even met or anything. Could I have your name? What are you gonna do with it? Rather than responding, he uses his available hand to brush his lips before shaking his head. Oh, he doesn't have a voice! He traded his voice to the fairies for something, supposedly. Can you not, speak or anything? He shakes his head, and I look over to him once more. As far as I know, the only male monarch or noble around my age who is unable to speak is... Are you Prince Myrrh? He nods. The silence unnerves me a little, but it isn't bad by any means. Just different. Girl, he's the perfect man. He can't ever disagree with you. He's just gonna have to listen. Out of the corner of my eye, I spot Nicole in the crowd. Remember her friend, her boyfriend, well, her friend who's a boy. Kind of seemed to have a crush on Myrrh, watching us intensely, and I'm reminded of what he told me about Myrrh beforehand. Prince Myrrh looks and feels mundane, but then again, I'm only human, even if I'm great with magic, while somebody's full of herself. Or perhaps rumors are just rumors after all, even if they come from fairies. Either way, how interesting that the first two people to win my attention and time are both men I should not marry. The scandal! I steal one more glance at my parents and Nicole and giggle at their faces. She's thinking, I'm being so naughty right now, I'm getting all the boy dicks. Well, I'm so lucky to be face to face with Prince Myrrh right now, and it's a perfect opportunity to interrogate him. Alright, this guy, he's the Prince of the Water Kingdom, so I assume he's like a mermaid or some shit? If we marry him, are we gonna have to live under the water? Because that would suck. It'd be all wet and clammy sometimes. All the time. I'm already wet and clammy down there, if you know what I mean. Girl! Keep it in your pants! But how do I interrogate a mute man? Waterboard him? He's from the Water Kingdom. Prince Myrrh, how do you feel about black magic? See, girl, you worked into the perfect situation. You can ask him anything you want. He can't really respond. I lowered my voice. I hope you don't hate it. I practice it often. Oh my god, you do devil shit! Please nod if you agree with my little hobby. You're gonna scare him. She's gonna be like, do that or Satan's gonna take your bone. Or, I want a suitor who will accept me for who I am after all. You didn't tell Prince Snow any of that. You're just like, he's beautiful. Prince Myrrh blanches and shakes his head. I chuckle at the expression on his face. Don't worry, I'm kidding. I've never even learned dark magic yet. I've always wanted to learn about curses, though. You're scary, girl. I carefully scrutinize his face, hoping it will betray fear or guilt. Girl, you are messed up. You don't even know this guy. Look at him. He's concerned. You are like, Prince Snow, you're all like, oh my god, I don't care. You fuck everyone. I want you with this guy. You're torturing the poor soul. However, Prince Myrrh only continues to look confused. I sigh and decide I should backtrack to avoid suspicion. My so-called interrogation is floundering. Like flounder underwater? I may have been hoping for a bigger reaction from you. Bigger in the pants, if you know what I mean. Teasing others is my greatest hobby. You mean being an asshole is your greatest hobby? Today, though, is clearly not my day. Prince Myrrh chuckles at my words. While I consider my option, he gently dips me down into his right arm, startling me out of my thoughts. The lack of conversation forces me to focus on our movements, on his proximity. When I twirl out of his embrace a moment later, I'm almost disappointed. We danced around the ballroom with vivacity, practically claiming the floor for ourselves. She's like, "Get out of my way, bitches! It's my dance floor!" Dun, 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 dun. Then the techno comes out. The balls drop from the ceiling and his pants. 1 second we are as far from each other as our outstretched but intertwined hands allowed. The next second we are far closer to each other than conventions would expect. Oh, I know nothing about your personality or beliefs, but I just say we make a great dancing team. Would you like to dance with me? Under the moonlight naked? Oh, you can't say anything. I'm just teasing. The prince raises his eyebrow, but his lips inch up into a grin. I really like the writing, especially the way the adjectives and verbs they use to describe the movement of lips. Don't get cocky now. I'd like to get some cocky now, if you know what I mean. Dances don't have any political use, though. His shrug blends so seamlessly into our movements that I almost can't tell whether it was intentional. Maybe he didn't shrug. Maybe you're just one of those people who reads too much into the other person. They blinked 3 times. I think that means they want to marry me, right? Right? I whirl out of his grasp one last time as the music draws to its end. Finally, we release each other's hands. I had a really good time. The prince nods. I'd love to keep dancing with you, but I doubt anyone around us would approve. I curtsy as a farewell and prepare myself for the horde of suitors that is bound to approach me soon, but Prince Mirth seizes my hand before I can utter a word. What is it? Is Timmy stuck in the well, boy? He opens his mouth to speak, then shakes his hand, remembering his inability. With a sigh, he lifts his hand, my palm up, and uses his index to write in it. Thank you. Aw! What a polite gentleman! I look back up at him and smile wide. No, thank you. The prince seals his word with a kiss into my palm before he walks away. You could face slap him if you wanted to then, letting the crowd consume him. That means, figuratively, I hope literally, she didn't just walk into the crowd and we're like, rah, 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 zombie style. The rest of the night passes in a blur. Remember, there is no Prince Zell here, I'm guessing, because Prince Zell fell in a well. Well, we don't know what happened to him, so. I think I've danced with every single man there. You whore! You strumpet! You look beautiful, though. Can I touch you? I mean, can we dance together? As every time a song comes to an end, I would get whisked away by another waiting dancing partner. My feet are positively aching by the end. As I watch the guests slowly filter out of the... You know what? I don't blame you with that. It's like whenever I see a woman in high heels, I'm like, how do you get around in that? That seems like foot torture. I filter out of the room, laughing with rosy cheeks. Ha-ha! From the wine. I wish nothing more than to crawl back into my own warm sheets. Ew, sorry, and fall asleep. Uh-oh. Father and mother. Father, mother, can I excuse myself or something, alright? It's my bedtime. I'm exhausted, and I wish to get some rest. Oh, of course, young daughter. Oh, it's Jack and Gretel. Thank God it's not Hansel and Gretel. Relieved, I give a quick curtsy before I can leave. Father touches my arm and says in a low voice, "Don't forget, you still have to make your choice tonight. Your mother and I will be waiting for your response tomorrow morning." Really? We haven't even got a chance to know these people, Dad. Seems like... I give a heavy sigh. Ugh. Okay, Dad. Ugh. Yes, Father. No. Ugh. Good night. The next morning, I find myself standing in front of my parents nervously, fidgeting with my dress. No, I needed more time. I don't know which guy to go with. Who have you chosen as your husband, my child? I'm not going with Prince Snow. If you want Prince Snow, I'm sorry. I should have, because that's the easiest voice for me to do. But the thing is, Prince Snow... I'm old enough now in my life to know he's bad news. Like, story-wise, we could probably change him, but he's not going to change. Yeah, we'll get married, and then once he feels settled and safe, and we've secured the kingdom and the throne for him, he's just going to go back to fucking around. That's why in the old stories, you don't ever see the story of Prince Whorebags and Prince Charming. No, it was Prince Snow White. She was like a virgin and shit. So either we go with Prince Mer and help him get his voice back, or we go for the adventure of Prince Zell. I want to go with the adventure of Prince Zell. Like, I like Prince Mer. He seemed really nice, and I'm really curious about why he can't talk, but where the hell's Prince Zell? I would like to seek Prince Zell of the Forest Kingdom. If he turns out to be a suitable man, I will court him. See, I like Princess Charming. She's like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go find my own man my own way, and I'm gonna rescue him. He's my dude in distress. A beat of silence hangs in the air, then laughter. Ho ho! What a joke, Charming. What a joke indeed. Dad, why don't you believe in me? But really, who do you wish to court? I cross my arms like an angry teenage girl. I just told you. I don't want to court Prince Zell, provided that he is no fool. This time there is no laughter. Suck on that, Dad. But Prince Zell has been missing for years. It would be optimistic to call him dead. Come on, Prince Dad, King Dad. Chill, bro. This would be like a Greek mythology thing where the guy's like, I gotta go perform a feat and find the woman. Princess Charming, she ain't gonna sit around here on her ass all day. She's gonna get her ass out there. Ass! Why do you say that, Dad? My sources claim, and remember, her sources are a book she found in the library with a poem in it. My sources claim Prince Zell is trapped in the middle of a forest somewhere, desperately in need of rescue. Oh, look at that face. She's like, I'm gonna get all that boy dick up in me. Your sources are direly mistaken. How would you know, King Dad? How could Zell have survived in the middle of a forest for so long? How can people survive outside of palaces? He's a prince. Princes know etiquette and not survival skills. All the more reason this is a good choice. Because if he's not a fool and he's got some real-world skills, maybe that's why Prince Charming was smart to pick Snow White, instead of some princess who don't know nothing. I bet I could survive in a forest. That'd be hilarious if she couldn't, because she's grown up in a castle. You have magic on your side. Zell did not. And was he not rather weak to begin with? Dad! If he's weak, that's more reason to save him, and I like my men weak. They can serve my vagina zone. Get on your knees and worship this. I don't need to hear this. Oh, tell me more. I make your daddy do that? I do not. Maybe a little. Why must you be the heroine for a prince? Even his own kingdom has abandoned him. He's dead, Charming. There's no use in seeking him out. Father, I know for a fact that the prince is alive. I read it in a poem. He must be, because I believe. Not even a fool would kidnap a man, only to kill him so quickly. Not to get really dark, but it could be a case like the Lindbergh baby. We don't even know for a fact he was kidnapped, young lady. Sure, whatever, Dad. Maybe he ran away because... Oops, I hit the wrong button. Sure. Maybe he ran away despite being a timid little kid he was rumored to be. He was like, oh, parents, I'm gonna be a forest child. You're a smart one. And somehow the little timid kid had the skills, math skills, to escape without being caught for years. Your guess is less likely than mine, Dad. You're not smart. My parents shake their heads. Charming! Please, you're too old to keep being so naive. Our nation is bankrupt, and you cannot waste time prancing around the forest after forest in search of a man who no longer exists. We need money to support our lavish lifestyle. And even if you find this boy, he'll be a forest boy. What's he going to do, pay our bills with pine cones? Even if he's alive, there's no guarantee he will wish to leave where he is. Maybe he's making love to a wolf, you don't know. Much less wed you. Why would he want to do that? Maybe he married a wolf for a pine cone, for a pine bone. Perhaps he's happy where he is. I scoff at his words. Scoff? Do you really think that, Father? He doesn't respond, proving that he knows just how flimsy his claim is. It's true that he may not want to marry me, but that's alright. His kingdom is in turmoil due to his absence. I'm going to save him for both his and his nation's sake. I am a strong, independent woman, and I am beautiful. And you can... shut up. Charming, that doesn't benefit you at all. You know what? Maybe your daughter, King Dad, is not as full of herself as you are. Maybe she's more altruistic. Thank you. Since when does a heroine need rewards? Heroine is its own reward until you get strung out on it. It is our fiancés. It is our finances you're worried about. Is it? Is it? Don't worry, Dad, about the money. Once I save Rapunzel and help restore his rightful role, Forest Kingdom will be, well, you know, obligated to help us financially, regardless of marriage. Oh my God, King Dad! Your daughter's smarter than you. Not only doesn't she have to let a strange man put a dick in her unless she wants, the kingdom is gonna be like, here's some money. Then I'll neither have to marry nor risk Lunar Kingdom's fall. It's the perfect plan. I'm going to prove you wrong, Dad. Nobody puts me in the corner. No, Charming, you're going to stay and select a more apt suitor. I will not, Father! I will not! You are not you are my father, but still! Father, Mother, I am, like, out of here? Nicole knows how to contact me if needed. Not that I'll respond, unless Lunar Kingdom is having an emergency, which is unlikely. I'm going to search for Rapunzel, and you guys can't stop me. What if he grabs you and stops you? I'll be back when I find closure. Until then, suck my ass, dweebs. With those words as my last, I spring out of the room and soon out of the castle. Woo! Knocking out any guards who rush to stop me. Holy crap! Some poor guard is like, Princess, you're not supposed to. Wham! Oh my God! The princess just clubbed that poor dude! No! I sigh heavily as I lean against the trunk of a tree that I just climbed down from, dejection written all over my face. With the help of my magic, I managed to reach the Forest Kingdom in no time, even sneaking past the guards at the border without any obstacles. However, I have now encountered a very major problem. Where in the world is Rapunzel's tower? Oh yeah, he was in a tower, not a well, in the poem, but still. Yeah, maybe you should have grabbed the poem. The poem didn't give you directions to the tower. And what if the poem didn't have a tower? I mean, wasn't real? What if it was just some dude who's like, I'm gonna write a poem about a tower. Oh, why don't I put that Prince kid in there that disappeared? I don't know. I'm sighing myself. Well, everybody, that brings us to the end of our time for this episode. I'm really interested to see what happens next. I'm so glad I went after Rapunzel. I'm enjoying the story. This is so much better than, like, the Player Snow, and I am interested in the Prince Mur one. I probably won't do an LP of that, but I might play the game myself later on to see that storyline. Whatever. If you want to play it yourself, there will be a link in the description, and I'll see you all next time when we try and find Rapunzel.